How consumerism and technology are shaping our minds. The subtle trap of convenience. A few weeks ago, I was shopping for an online gift for Christmas. I typed in the search, clicked on a website, and within a few minutes, I was bombarded with ads across every platform I use. It was like the internet knew me better than I knew myself. That night, I scrolled through social media and realized I wasn't just browsing anymore. I was being fed a steady diet of products, ideas, and opinions, all tailored to what some algorithm thought I wanted. Suddenly it hit me. This wasn't random, it was a system designed to keep me scrolling, buying, and wanting more. The truth is, your data isn't just being collected, it's being weaponized against you. Every click, every search, and every like is a breadcrumb in the digital trail of your life. And the scariest part, most of us don't even realize it's happening. Before we get started, what's up? My name is Nick Jackson, and my channel is here to give you insights on philosophy, psychology, conspiracy, and spirituality. If any of those topics are interesting to you, hit that subscribe button and like this video to help me out in the algorithm. If you have a thought on anything from the video, start a conversation in the comments below. Let's dive in. Let's talk about privacy, or what's left of it. In today's world, privacy is no longer a right, it's a privilege that's slowly slipping away. Edward Snowden, the whistleblower who exposed mass surveillance programs, once said, "Arguing that you don't care about the right to privacy because you have nothing to hide is no different than saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say." Think about that for a second. Every time you use a search engine, open an app, or even walk down the street with your phone in your pocket, data is being collected. Statistics show that the average person is exposed to 4,000 to 10,000 ads per day. That's not just marketing, that's manipulation. The constant surveillance creates a digital profile that companies use to predict and influence your behavior. And it's not just about selling you products, it's about shaping your worldview. I remember one time when I started researching a conspiracy theory for fun. Within days, my YouTube recommendations were filled with more videos on the topic, each one more extreme than the last. It was like the algorithm was pulling me down a rabbit hole, showing me exactly what would keep me engaged the longest. This isn't a coincidence. Algorithms are designed to amplify your interests, even if those interests aren't good for you. And it doesn't stop with YouTube. Social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok use the same strategies, showing you content that makes you want more and more. The philosopher Marshall McLuhan once said, "We shape our tools, and thereafter our tools shape us." The question is, are we shaping technology or is it shaping us? Let's talk about consumerism. We live in a world where we're constantly being sold to new gadgets, new clothes, new everything. But here's the kicker. Consumerism isn't just about buying stuff, it's about keeping you in a cycle of wanting. A study by the World Economic Forum found that 62% of people live paycheck to paycheck, even in developed countries. Why? Because we're conditioned to believe that happiness comes from acquiring more. The advertising industry thrives on this idea. The famous marketer Edward Bernays, known as the father of public relations, once said, "We are governed. Our minds are molded, our tastes are formed, our ideas suggested, largely by men we have never heard of." This isn't just a theory, it's a strategy. When you're constantly focused on what you don't have, you're easier to control. And while you're busy chasing the next shiny thing, someone else is profiting off your hard-earned money. There's a psychological component to all of this, the scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset is the belief that there's never enough. Enough money, enough time, enough happiness. Advertisers exploit this by creating a sense of urgency. Limited time offer, only 3 left in stock. Sound familiar? Psychologist Daniel Kahneman, a Nobel Prize winner, explained how humans are more motivated by fear or loss than the promise of gain. This is why sales tactics work so well. But here's the irony. The more you chase, the less fulfilled you feel. I want to share a story about a friend of mine. He was a high-earning professional, always chasing the next promotion, the next car, the next vacation. One day he decided to downsize his life. He sold his big house, got rid of most of his stuff, and moved into a small cabin. At first, people thought he was crazy, but what he told me is that he's never been happier. He said, "The less I own, the more I feel like I own my life." That stuck with me. It made me question how much of what we chase is really necessary. Let's zoom out. On a spiritual level, consumerism disconnects us from what truly matters. Ancient wisdom across cultures tells us the same thing. Happiness comes from within, not from external possessions. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, said, "He who is contented is rich." And in modern times, spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle reminds us, you can only lose something that you have, but you cannot lose something that you are. These teachings aren't just poetic, they are a call to action. What if we shifted our focus from acquiring to appreciating, from consuming to creating? So how do we protect ourselves in this digital consumer-driven world? First, awareness is key. Recognize the system at play. The next time you see an ad, ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I being manipulated? Second, take control of your data. Use privacy tools like VPNs, ad blockers, and encrypted messaging apps, and limit your time on platforms that profit from your attention. Lastly, focus on what truly adds value to your life. Invest in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Here's the truth. The system isn't going to change overnight, but you can change how you interact with it. Start small, unsubscribe from marketing emails, meditate instead of scrolling, write down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. As always, thanks for watching. Value learning, keep growing, and success will come. If this video gave you something to think about, share it with someone who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the comments. Peace.